Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome back to a brand new episode on the TimeShot SMP. I'm in my little nice, quaint, nice, lovely home, little hole in the side of the mountain, and today I want to get a lot of stuff done. I've been lacking since I've come back from Insomnia, I-58 and Brits and Butts, the 72-hour charity live stream I took part in. I've been slacking. I've done a little bit of work here and there. I'll go and get some glass to actually put above this, actually. Because we now have the knockbacks. 28 emeralds for knockback too. It's not that good, though. Get knocked back quite frequently. Smite could be quite good with the skelly hunting. But looting 3 for 37 emeralds. Oh, so good. So we got that during a live stream. That was in a village it was actually a village about 200 blocks where I'm actually going to be setting up my actual proper base when I actually move out away from spawn and everything. So I was actually and there's still a few villages still left there, so I may reset some of them up. I don't know, work on the village a little bit. But it was quite nice because I actually went to my little place where I was I'm going to obviously set up later on, and it was quite nice to see all of the land itself and sort of like take it all in and everything. I've got plans. I've got some really big plans for all of that stuff, and I'm really looking forward to actually moving there in probably, like, I would say I'll probably be here at spawn for another sort of like month or two, and then we'll sort of move out to a different base. But yeah, we're slowly working on the villages. We've got mending, we've got looting 3, we've got unbreaking, we've got silk touch. That had looting 2, so I put looting, but now it's just silk touch. So we've got silk touch, unbreaking, mending, and looting 3, which means, obviously with the farmer here, the only one we actually need now, or the only really necessary one that we need, is Fortune 3, which I'm still struggling to get. There is a librarian in that breeder already, so hopefully that one. The first enchantment is Bane of the Arthropods, so hopefully the rest of the other 2 enchantments aren't like that. But we'll see soon enough, and I'm sure we'll eventually get all of the villagers we need. If you guys don't know the plan for the villagers now, the plan is to actually build them some form of like a home on the 2nd floor, which I'm sort of working on here. So today, what are we going to be doing? First off, I'm going to build a little platform thing to sort of like keep coming back into the episode. You'll see what I mean in a second. So actually, let's get a few torches, some torches. There we are. Okay, so let me actually head up here. Can I get around there? Possibly not. Okay, so what we're going to do, first off, is we're going to build this little platform thing here. Oops. I can build, I swear. Okay, and then every time we come back, I'm gonna come back here, and you guys will see the progress that's been happening. So there we are. This is actually no, we should probably do it at the front. I'm not entirely sure. Now we're going to do this at the front. So what I'll do is I'll build the little way down in a second, but here we are. This will be good. Bit of an angle. Need to get some good angles on this. There we are. Okay, so as you can see here, the under bit of this is done. I've built the exact same donut shape round here. What I'm doing is I'm currently placing a sandstone layer, and the sandstone layer is because I can then easily do the floor. But to do the floor, I need to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of screenshots of the floor so I can remember the pattern, get all the materials I need. Then obviously we can place the floor a hell of a lot easier with a block underneath it. And sandstone is the quickest to remove, especially with efficiency 5. So what I'm going to head off and do now is I'm going to place the sandstone. I'm going to go and get all the resources, and I'm going to create the second floor for the second level of the house, where all of the villagers are going to stay. So yeah, I'm going to get to that. You guys will join me back when the floor is done, and hopefully everything looks fine and dandy. I'm tempted also. I don't like the double andesite that I've got going on here, but we do need a second block, and I think andesite is going to be the second block. I don't know what the first block should be. I may change that up to be some form of a pattern. I'm a little bit unsure, or I may just leave it as andesite. We'll see. But you guys are going to join me back when the second floor is done, and hopefully it all looks fine and dandy. Let's do it. Not bad, if you do say so myself. I'm quite happy with it. I've decided to keep the actual 2 layers that you see there and replicate it on that, and I've actually built the floor 1 level higher than I was originally planning, because I obviously have to add some half slabs underneath so you can't see the floor pattern underneath. Also, interestingly enough, you can see possibly like a little yellow dot just over there. You probably can't see him. I can see him, but you guys on the video probably can't. He keeps running up here and then like turning round and then running back. I think he's running up, looking at his build from afar and then coming back, sort of thing. I don't know what he's working on at the minute, but I would imagine that's what he's currently doing. Anyway, I'm going to take this down because we don't need this anymore. Oops. Because we don't need this anymore. I'm gonna run up there, show you guys what I need to, or what I've done, what's next on the list, and then we'll get to that, and we'll. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. Come on, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so what I have done is essentially replicated block for block the this floor here. Obviously it's up there, so you can see it up there. Once you get up to this level, I actually like that it is 1 block higher, like now that I see it here, because obviously we'll be looking out over spawn over here. We've got a good view here. It's not too high. It's sort of like in line with like the top of the Pantheon, sort of like a little bit higher than Anasia's, a little bit higher than that tower, so it is still like the tallest point. But it's not too high, I don't think. It's quite nice. The floor won't feel too, like, it won't feel too sort of like cramped in. I am going to be adding half slabs underneath here, and the half slab pattern that we're going to do. So how this works is the half slab pattern is every stone brick that you see, that is a stone brick slab. Every stone slab that you see is a stone slab, and then that leaves the wood, the bone blocks, and the clay. I can't remember what I actually did. So I think it was let's have a look. Let's try and find one. So the bone blocks are half slabs. The clay is normal slabs. And I think the wood is... what is the wood? Oh. The wood is... I think the wood is stone. I'm a little bit unsure. So that's there. Yeah, I'm pretty certain the wood is stone. Although I can't remember, simply because pretty much all of the wood has got these pillars in underneath. So I think the wood is stone. I'll be able to remember once I've done the rest of it. So I'm going to work on that. Lighting solution, I'm a little bit unsure with at the minute. For the time being, we're just going to spam torches on the floor. Just hope it looks like, well, it will be lit up enough. But we're just going to spam torches on the floor, and we will eventually at some point light this up a bit, well, a lot better than what it already is. So I'm going to get to that. I may even start working on some form of a wall design, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Or try and do something like there'll be something else done, whether it's like I don't know, like a bit of the roof, a bit of the wall design, some form of pillars or something, something like that. So I'm going to get to that. You guys will join me right when all of that's done, and I'll speak to you guys in a little bit. Are you ready? Done. No. So the roof bit is done, like the underlay. And I've sort of worked out. Now, I'm a little bit unsure. So what I'm unsure about, first off, like the underneath bit and this little lip, love it, absolutely love it. The floor looks amazing, obviously. It all works. It all works well. It all looks good, and I'm happy with it. Now I've decided to, because I was looking at like the other builds at spawn, and I'm thinking, what do I do with the walls? So I decided to sort of use the same blocks that Pudsey used here, which is like what are the blocks called? Chiseled stone bricks, which is essentially just stone slabs like that. And then obviously having them at the top and the bottom, and I spaced them 2 apart. So 2 apart around the whole thing, even diagonally 2 apart, and it all looks fine and dandy. I like it. It looks quite nice. So with that being said, I think that looks good. The thing that I don't think looks good now is these pillars. I don't know if I like these pillars. I don't know if I want the pillars there. I may do something. For now, I'm going to take the pillars out. I'm going to see what it looks like open plan with the pillars out. Obviously, I can't really judge much until all of these torches are gone, because you can't really feel how it looks with all of the torches gone. But I honestly feel like these pillars don't need to be here now. One, structural integrity doesn't need to happen, because you've got all of the pillars around the outside. You could make an argument for the pillars there, but I don't think they're needed. I honestly don't. I'm going to leave those pillars there just for now. There's other ways we can work this through, so we can build another thing here which will house these pillars a little bit nicer, or we could just add a stone slab over like that. It's honestly, it's up for debate, and it's up for testing. It's something that I am going to test. I'm going to sort of work on, but for the time being, I'm just going to leave them out. Like I say, I know where they are, so obviously I can add them back. But I really do like this. It may not look much at the minute, but I've already started working on the outside and sort of like testing the outside. So obviously, I didn't really like the whole 2 andesite all the way around. It looks very sort of like similar. So to break that up, where we have these chiseled stone bricks, I've added stone stairs on each of the sides. So the 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 faces of the block will have stone bricks underneath, and then sort of like underneath those stone bricks as well, if it's applicable. So if I can actually do that. So on this block, all I can add is the 1 here. On this block I can add 2. On that block I can add 2. On that block I can add 1. And then we'll do the next couple of blocks now, just so you can see what I mean. So that block, is it this block is the next one? Yeah, this is the next one. So this one can have 1 there, can have 1 there, 1 underneath, 1 underneath. The next block can have 1 there, 1 underneath, 1 there, 1 underneath. And then if we move away from this, maybe head up just a tiny bit, you can see that breaks the pattern up a hell of a lot more. And I really like that. I really do. And then that works with those. I just need to create this wall a little bit nicer. I need something for this wall itself. What I'm going to add, I'm a little bit unsure. Because the problem is, like, the idea that I had one idea, and I'm going to show you guys here. So I had one idea to do this, 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 that. You can't jump out. If villagers were in here, you couldn't jump out, and you had a nice little gap here. Awesome. Okay. Problem. As soon as you do it here, let's try that. Oops. So let me just add that there. So the problem comes in when you try and replicate that, okay? It's a lot different now because you haven't got like something closing this off. Same would happen here, same would happen here, same would happen here. There'd only be 1 or 2 where it would actually look like that. That is something I would roll with 100% if it looked like that the whole way around. I need some form of design which will look the same the whole way around. So on each of these blocks, I need to have a pattern. I need to have like some form of like a half slab like that, and then maybe, or maybe it should go half slab, or maybe that should be it. I don't know. So like half slab. Like that sort of stuff. Maybe that goes all the way around. But then once that gets here, it's not the same. So like as you can see here. Will that look good? Probably not. It's a difficult one. It really is a difficult one, because like I say, this is the problem with sort of like things in circles like that. It's different there. I don't know if that looks good or not. I don't think it does. So holy crap, you son of a bugger! How dare you? See, spiders can get through that. That was perfect. Oh my gosh. So I'm a little bit unsure with that, so I'm going to test out ideas for that. I think I need some form of block pattern, which is just out of like solid blocks. So it needs to go something like, I don't know, making up stuff here. But let's say it has to go something like these at the top, and it goes, or maybe, yeah, so like those at the top. And then like two of them like that. I don't know, like it needs to be something like that so that like we can replicate the solid blocks every time. Problem with those is they just feel too repetitive. So maybe I create like maybe I create 3 variations or something, then alternate between the 3. So have a pattern, or have 3 different patterns. So maybe like that can be a pattern, and then another one can be a pattern, then another one can be a pattern. It's difficult. It honestly is. I'm gonna test some ideas out. I'm gonna try and find something that I like, but for the time being, I will actually just leave the these as they are, and that should be about it. Yeah, I'll leave them as they are. I will do the outside bit. The pillars are pretty much solid. Like they're going to be staying there. These bits will be added. I'm going to replicate the pillars on top as well, so they're going to like go up again. I may even, in between this and the next episode, add the next roof. But obviously on top of that roof, instead of, it will be another floor, but it's just going to be filled in with another roof like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on that. You guys will join me back in the next episode when we're doing even more productive stuff. This is probably one of the more productive episodes in recent times. I'm going to quickly go and sleep, and I'm going to go and head over to the villager breeder and just have a quick butcher's, see if there's anything there. Hopefully there's something there. We'll soon see. Let's have a quick look. There may be something there. I'm hoping there could be. We've got the librarian there now, but I don't even know if I've had this loaded up. I probably haven't. I need to harvest these as well to unlock more librarians. So as I said, I'm slowly working towards the librarians, as I was talking about at the start of the episode. Slowly working towards the librarians. Fortune 3 is the next one I want. Ideally, I'm probably going to keep going until I can get some of the more common enchantments that you always want on certain things. So like I want efficiency 5 or an efficiency 4 Billy. I want a sharpness 4 or sharpness 5. I want a infinity possibly, although we'll probably get that from the skelly spawner eventually on the bows. Those sorts of enchantments, just the more common ones that you always sort of want on your tools and your. So mainly those two. Protection 4 possibly. I'd quite like. So like protection 4, efficiency 5 or 4, and sharpness 4 or 5. That all of them I would quite like. So I'll probably keep going until I get all of them. That village grown up, but the other is a brown coat, so possibly a farmer, something like that. That one will just get killed. So I think it looks good. Like, you look at it from afar, like from here, it's starting to come together and it's looking less like a spaceship, like everyone was saying. I honestly, like, I'm really liking how steady I'm taking this and how sort of detailed I'm trying to make this, because I've never really done this with the build before, and it's definitely one that I'm extremely proud of. And so it just works so much better, and it's going to work so much better when I eventually get all of this done. So I'll probably will do some work in between this and the next episode, because I just want to play a little bit more. I want to stream some in between this and the next recording. So you guys will join me back, and hopefully there'll be a little bit more progress done, but then obviously in the next episode we'll get loads of progress done. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, make sure to leave it a like, make sure to leave it a comment, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.